Quiz chat. This is Spirit Island. We are sponsored to check it out again today. I played a sponsored game of it last week. This is my favorite board game, probably, unless Frosthaven is. I don't know. It's one of the top two. And it's excellent. I would describe Spirit Island as a cooperative game where players collaborate to plan out and execute very complex turns of a deck builder that's kind of similar to think about to Slay the Spire. Abandoned game, sure. We're gonna go 2 boards. Because this is a cooperative game with no hidden information, if you want to, you can play Brandenburg, Prussia again. Is that who I did last time? I don't think so. If you want to, you can play more than one player at once. Like if you want to play 4 players at the same time in this game, go for it. Why not? I would have been a Civ 3 or 4 streamer. I streamed some Civ 5 once upon a time. Streamed some NQ mod multiplayer games. Yeah, last time I did Sweden, so this time we'll do Brandenburg, Prussia, which is another pretty straightforward, simple adversary. So it's kind of like inverse Settlers of Catan, where instead of being the people colonizing the island, you are the spirits of the island collaborating with the indigenous peoples of the island, loosely collaborating with them. Sometimes you kill them accidentally. It's mostly accidentally. You're not trying to kill them. Anyway, collaborating with the indigenous peoples of the island and like the wildlife of the island and the disease that lives on the island and stuff to try to get rid of the invaders, make them leave the island alone. I am going to be playing with one of the like base game spirits and one of the latest spirits released in the Jagged Earth expansion, which is now out on Steam. This is a board game, but this is like the video game version of it. It's very faithful to the board game, like exactly faithful to the board game, I believe. One thing that's happened as well with the DLC is I guess it's not DLC because it's a board game. It's like the expansion pack. Anyway, we've added aspects. So now, whereas before, Lightning Swift Strike was one of the characters you could get in the base game, and we'll talk about what all this means later. Now you have aspects of Lightning Swift Strike as well, so you can play Pandemonium, which does something. And you can play Wind, which does something else. Pandemonium looks pretty cool. Let's try this out. Sure, why not? Basically, what this card is saying, if we segment it up, we have the growth phase here. By the way, is there like music for this game? Hold on. Options. Oh, it's spooky. All right. Boo, 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 boo. Too loud? Maybe too loud. I don't know. At the start of each turn, all of your spirits will do a growth option. So there are 3 different options here. One is to get the cards in your discard back into your hand, get a new card, and gain an energy to play your cards. They work kind of like how Slay the Spire cards work. If you played Slay the Spire, you'll naturally understand like this is their energy cost kind of thing. And then the other ones are, this one's also gaining energy, but the other ones are also adding presence. So that happens down here. This is your energy per turn and card plays per turn track. And these little circles are, it's more obvious if you're playing the board game, they are like cardboard tokens which represent your presence on the island. So if you are going to add a presence within 2 range of yourself and a presence within 0 range of yourself, you can take 2 of these cardboard tokens from the left side of the track and put them on the board. And you uncover new tiles. So like now instead of getting 1 energy per turn, if you put down this one and this one, now you're getting 2 energy per turn instead of 1 energy per turn. So that's kind of how you expand out onto the map. Usually games last like, I don't know, 6 to 10 turns or something like that. Sounds vaguely right. So it's not a long game in terms of how many turns you play, but it can take quite a while to work out your turns because they are very complicated. In order to actually win the game, you're playing your cards. We'll talk a lot more about what cards do when we're actually in the game. But I want to point out, because this is somewhat unique to Spirit Island, the cards have elements on them. And for each card you're playing, you add these elements to your element pool for the turn. And that can do different things. For example, this has an aspect, special rule, swiftness of lightning. For every air element you have, you may use a slow power as if it was a fast power. So slow powers go after the invaders go, fast powers go before. So instead of doing 1 damage to each invader after they do all of their damage and building and stuff, you can do it all before they do all their damage and building and stuff, which is, you know, probably better. Another thing is we have innate powers. So if I have 3 fire and 2 air, I can create 2 fear and add a strife to invaders within 1 range of 2 of my presence. This is my presence, is what all of that says. There's a bit of like learning symbols and stuff, but once you have it all worked out, it's really not that bad. I have had this character requested for me to play several times. And I don't know if it's going to work out okay at all. I'm also anticipating it taking a long time to parse. But we're going to play Fractured Days Split the Sky tonight. I think my understanding is that this is vaguely like if Time Eater were a Spirit Island character, kind of. Anyway, there's a whole lot of stuff to read here, and I don't know how this all works. So we're going to learn it together. Fractured Days Split the Sky. Worth noting that there are 3 presents which aren't on the presents track right now. Which means if we placed all of the stuff on our presents tracks on the board, there would still be 3 more we could also place on top of that, I believe. Fractured Days Split the Sky. Special rules. Fragments of Shattered Time. Each presence on this ability, so you can put presence here, represents 1 time. Many of your powers require time as an additional cost. Spend it when you resolve the power, not when you play it. When you gain 1 time, put one of your presents here from your presence track, or optionally from the island. Okay, so that's a way to advance my presence track. When you spend 1 time, return it to the presence track, or if you have no free spaces, destroy it. Okay, so when we play them, we put them back on the presence track. We don't get many card plays per turn. We don't get much from uncovering the presence track, honestly. Like a little bit of energy per turn and a little bit of card plays per turn. Days That Never Were. Your 3rd growth option, we have a scroll bar, lets you gain any 1 power card from a special set you create during setup. When you gain a power card any other way, you may add 1 unchosen card to this set. Okay, let's read about setup. What? Put 3 presents on starting board, okay. Deal 4 minor and major powers face up as your initial Days That Never Were cards. In a 1 or 2 player game, instead deal 6 of each. In a 1 player board game, gain 1 time. Deal 4 minor and major powers face up as your initial Days That Never Were cards. So we can see which powers are available for us to gain from that. Wild stuff. What's our growth phase look like? We can gain an air element, reclaim our cards, and gain up to 2 time. When you gain time, put one of your presents here from your presence track. Okay. We can gain a moon, gain a power card. Sorry, when we gain a power card, your 3rd growth option lets you gain a power card from a special set. So it's only the 3rd. Okay, good grief. Gain a power card, add a presence at 2 range. ×2, gain 1 time or +2 card plays this turn. So if I click on this, I get to add a presence to the island and take 2 presents off this track and put them here. Okay, so that seems kind of powerful. Or we can gain a sun, move a presence for range, gain a power card from the Days That Never Were, so the stuff that, yeah, whatever. And then 3 times we can gain 1 time or gain 2 energy. I feel like our growth phase is very, very strong. I guess that's to make up for our presence track not doing very much. Fractured Days are going to be a trip. Yeah, I've almost finished reading the card, so that's exciting. Our innate powers slip the flow of time, cost to use 1 time per previous use. This turn, you may use this power any number of times. Okay. Target spirit may resolve a slow power fast. 3 moon, 1 air. Target spirit may reclaim 1 power card from the discarded or played cards. But if they reclaim a card from play, they lose its elements for the rest of the turn. Okay. Target spirit may play a power card by paying its cost. Okay. So if I use it 1 time, it costs 0 time to use it. Because it's per previous use this turn. So the first time I use it, it wouldn't cost any time. This one. Look at the top deck of either the Invader deck or, if relevant, the Event deck. Return it, then shuffle that deck's top 2 cards. For the Invader deck, differing Invader stages may give away which card is next. What? Why would the Event deck not be relevant ever? I don't know. Instead of returning and shuffling, you put the card you looked at on the bottom of its deck. You may not do this for cards specially placed during setup. Okay, look, whatever. Okay, what are my cards? Hold on. Absolute Stasis. Cost to use 1 time. Until the end of the slow phase, target land and everything in it cease to exist for all purposes except checking victory and defeat. Okay. Blur the Arc of Years. Oh, you don't have to play with events, I see. If no Dahan, these are the people we are loosely allied with on the island. If no Dahan or invaders are present, we can remove a blight from a land. If invaders are present, they build and then ravage. Is that good or bad? If Dahan are present, add a Dahan, push up to 2 Dahan. You may repeat this power once on the same land by spending 1 time. Fascinating. Okay. Hey, Elephant Garlic. Pour time sideways. Costs 3 time to use. Move 1 of your presents to a different land with your presence in it already. On the board moved from, during the invader phase, resolve invader and each board / each land actions 1 fewer time. I do not know what that means. Does that mean that they don't do anything? On the board moved 2 during the invader phase, resolve invader and each board, each land actions 1 more time. Oh. So we want to like get rid of all the invaders on 1 board and then use this to make the board which they are still on not do anything, while the board which they aren't on anymore does twice as much. Well, I'll give it a go. The past returns again. Cost to use N time. Oh shit. We've gotten up to the point where they use letters for numbers. And spirits jointly pay N energy, where N equals number of players. Okay. So it would cost 2 time and 2 energy jointly paid among spirits to use. Swap the top card of the invader deck with a card in the invader discard that is within 1 invader stage of it. So, okay. So say the invaders are doing stuff in the mountains. This would let me say like, well, I killed all of your things in the mountains. Try doing things in the mountains again, you fools. It's not super obvious, but you can play Fractures cards for the elements without paying the time cost on them. Okay, sure. So if I just want a sun and a moon, I could just play this card and then not actually use it, but I'd still get the elements. Cool. Our adversary for today is going to be the Kingdom of Brandenburg, Prussia. They're a pretty straightforward one. They just get more stuff as you increase the difficulty, and then they do everything faster. So whereas the deck would usually be 1-1-1-1, then 2-2-2-2, then 3-3-3-3, so intensifying for 12 turns, we're going to be playing against a deck which is 1-1-3, 2-2-2, 3-3-3-3. So if they get to the end of turn 10 they win. Something like that. Halfway through turn 11 they win, maybe. And also, on turn 3, they will have a tier 3 card, which is, you know, tough. Fascinating. Okay, and then they have escalation in stage 2 on each board with a village or a city. Add a village to land without a village. But other than that, they're just very normal stuff. So they're just going to make more things. This feels kind of wild. Well, we'll see what happens. Can you kill anything? I don't know. I don't know. I'm anticipating a loss. Invaders explore in the jungle. And the spirits of the island grow in power. Okay. So how do I see this deck? Days that never were. This is my deck of cards, which I can get using this thing. There are 6 minor powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are 6 major powers. So I guess what I can be thinking about is, are there any major powers in here which I would like to build toward? Are the elements on any of the minor powers really good? I think I use Sun and Mountain, so I could grab a quick Gift of Constancy. Gift of Constancy is kind of broken, actually. Target spirit gains 2 energy. During time passes, target spirit may reclaim 1 power instead of discarding it. If you target another spirit, you may also reclaim 1 power card instead of discarding it. So we can play a Gift of Constancy every turn on Firebird, and then Firebird can get something strong and jam it repeatedly. So that one seems pretty good. Gift of Power, target spirit gains a minor power card. This is a, like, non-ridiculous way to try scaling. I'm wondering if there's anything else in here that would be really good. Blazing Renewal is a nice one to have access to. It seems like I have a lot of fire elements in this deck, huh? So getting the kicked version of the major powers is absolutely one of the ways to win the game. Instruments of their own ruin kicked is very, very, very strong. If invaders ravage in a target land, they damage invaders in adjacent lands instead of Dahan and the land. Dahan and the target land do not fight back. And I have also got the ability to make invaders ravage multiple times. I have this starter card. Where's my starter card? This one, if invaders are present, they build, then ravage. And I have 4 times sideways, which makes everybody on this board do things twice. So I think my strategy for winning this game, this is kind of cool. Okay, I get it. I get it. You get to feel like a Gigabrain. You are a little bit of Gigabrain. It's like playing Frozen Eye, isn't it? Yeah, it's like having Frozen Eye. I think my strategy for the game is I'm going to build toward a kicked instruments of their own ruin. You feel like you just read 3 books and you didn't understand or remember any of it? Absolutely. I'm going to build toward that, and while I'm building toward it, I'm going to use Gift of Constancy to massively buff the Lightning's Swift Strike so that it can, like, keep the board clear for me until the stuff arrives. Which spirit is which? I don't actually know. I thought that this was the tokens for you. But shouldn't this spirit be the top board and this spirit be the bottom board? I'm confused. Why is my taste in board games so immaculately curated? I'm confused about why this spirit is on the bottom when their stuff is on the top. I feel like that's normally not how it works. Maybe this is the right side and this is the left side, and that's why. Okay. The reason I know really good board games is that I have a lot of people who are very into very good board games who watch my channel and recommend things to me. That's largely it. I am trying to work out... And they're doing jungle stuff. Jungle, 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 jungle. So we can mark this. These are all things that we have to worry about relatively soon. They all have, except for this one, which only has one explorer, they've all got extra stuff on them too. Target spirit may use up to 2 slow powers to say fast powers for the turn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, all of your stuff is actually like everything that you have forever is fast, isn't it? That's not so strong here, actually. Push up to 2 to Han. 1 fear if you push them into a land with things. 1 fear and destroy a village. 1 damage to each invader. Gosh. That's all kind of shit. To be honest. I'm not sure any of that does, like, anything. Okay. My plan is going to be to try to buff the hell out of this spirit. We can get up to 6 card plays per turn with this spirit, and I'm going to try to use that, like, relatively soon. So, how? One thing I can do is if I put Strife on this city, how combat works in this game is villagers deal 1 damage, and when they build a village. Villages, these are called explorers, not villagers. That makes it more clear. Explorers deal 1 damage, and when they build a village. Villages deal 2 damage and have 2 health. And when they build a city. Cities deal 3 damage and have 3 health. And when they build a village, unless there are more villages than cities, in which case they will also build a city. Dahan have 2 health, and the land has 2 health. So right now, if this attacks the land, it deals 4 damage, which won't kill any Dahan because there are no Dahan there, but it will kill the land, and it will place a blight onto the island. Currently, I have 5 blight tokens on my healthy island card, and when we get down to 0, the island will flip and become blighted. And that's, like, not great. But what I can do is, because there's a disease in this land, which will stop them from building in the jungle, if I put Strife on this city, it wouldn't attack. They'd only be attacking for 1, and that's not actually enough to kill a Dahan or the land. So I'm thinking proccing this is really good. That needs 3 fire and 2 air. We can do it this turn or next turn. The sound effect is kind of a lot. I don't know how I feel about the sound effect. Push up to 2 to Han. 1 fear if you push them into a thing. I need to change stream category. Oh, I totally do. I got so confused by reading about the time spirit. Thank you for pointing that out. So here's my thought. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to make 2 energy per turn, because I'm going to need enough energy to play a bunch of cards with this person. I'm going to make a Sacred Site right there. Is that too loud? Should I turn that down? It's kind of loud. It's spooky. And then this turn, I'm going to use Harbingers of Lightning. And we're just going to push these to Han into this area, so they're ready to kill the invaders in it. And that's my entire turn, I believe. This doesn't do anything. I guess killing a village is okay. The problem is my entire thing is premised on the idea that next turn I'm going to be able to play 3 fire cards. And if I spend 2 energy to play this right now, that gets pretty hard. So I think I don't do that. And I might regret that a lot later. It feels fairly likely that I will regret that a lot later. That's fine. And then with Fractured Days, Split the Sky, I am going... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my brain. It's not that loud now that I've turned it down. It's a little distressing. What can you even do that does like anything? Cost to use 1 time. I can make a land cease to exist. For all purposes. I assume that that would stop this from building, yeah? So that seems like a pretty good card to play right now. Can I play 2 cards this turn? So I'm going to try this. We're going to see what happens. We're going to gain a power card from here. And it's going to be... I think Gift of Power? Turn 1's actually, like, kind of the hardest turn. So turn 1 being difficult is not that concerning to me. Visions of Fiery Doom isn't terrible here. That would be another way to deal with Thingamajig, and it gives me the fire that I need for this. Mostly I need yellow for that. Gift of Power is noticeably not yellow. Bloodraw's Predators is incredible for proccing Instruments of Their Own Ruin. And I just need 2 yellows, which is like Gift of Constancy and Fire in the Sky, I guess. I'm gonna grab Gift of Power. I'm going to move this presence up here. I'm going to grab time, and time. And I'm going to Gift of Power. And I'm going to... Absolute Stasis. So this should be dealt with. This is a problem, this is a problem. This is like probably dealt with, but it does actually require a little bit of luck. And yeah, this is the board, I guess, where I'm planning on things getting out of control, whereas this board I'm going to try to keep things under control to make use of Poor Time Sideways later. That is the big plan. I don't want to play more power cards. Alright, here we go. So I can play Harbingers of Lightning fast or slow. Doesn't really matter which one I do. This ceases to exist. And there isn't an event card turn 1, right? I think it actually just doesn't matter. I'll just do it now. Invaders are exploring the sands now. Which seems pretty good. There were very few existing villages in the sands. There's just here, but we're already in here, so we should be able to work out some way to deal with that. I'm going to gift a power, give you a minor power. And we want fire, but these aren't fire. There is just confounding mists, which just says, like, defend, LOL. That does kind of achieve the thing I've been trying to do, but much, much more easily. Fascinating. I wonder if, since my spirit is all about adding strife, taking another card which added strife would be good. It's a pity about the rest of the card, because if all it did was add strife, this would be great, and I can even play it at fast speed. It has an air element on it. This might be too good not to take. The problem is it doesn't actually solve this spot. I don't know. Defend 4 is just pretty good at this stage of the game. Maybe we just take Defend 4. What's the other thing? Each invader added to target land this turn may be immediately pushed to any adjacent land. Alright, sure, let's just do that. So, down here, in order to get 3 fire, I would need to play all 3 of those cards. But I only have 4 energy. But I could do this and this. It is doable. It just doesn't actually do more than just playing Confounding Mists, so maybe you don't worry about it. Destroy a village. Hold on, can we do more? Fire, fire, destroying a village destroys that. 1 damage to each invader. And then we get 1 thing. No, I don't think we can. Can we give target spirit like an element? Can we give you a fire somehow? What is your passive? What does any of this do? Taranaki Mwanga becomes a legal person as a treaty settlement passes into law. Good. Good for it. Good for Mount Taranaki. I think it's already been a person for a while. Mount Taranaki, I believe, is the one who had a lover run away from it, and there's a river between them because the lover carved up the earth as it was running. Really hard to gain power cards as this character. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to grab my thing. Wow, reclaiming cards is terrible on this character. So we're like not getting back gift a minor power ever. Okay. I think I am doing a bunch more presence adding. Getting myself up to 3 energy per turn. Confounding Mists, Raging Storm. I'm going to use Raging Storm to kill one enemy for 3 energy. It is not efficient. But I think it's worth the cost here somehow. So this is good, this is good, this is going to be good. And then my next plan was to grab... Oh, I don't love this actually. I was gonna get Confounding Mists back for next turn for here. But I don't actually like it. If I remember right, when I gain a card, when you gain a power card any other way, you may add 1 unchosen card to the days that never were set. So if I do this, I get to add a card that I don't take into here. What do these things do? Just remove a blight. Fuck it. Do this again. I don't think I need to move presence this time, do I? I don't know what I'm doing about this. It looks kind of nasty. I'm going to take Gift of Constancy this time. Hey, Wireframe Wife! Ramazan Hollow. This is a board game, yeah. And we're going to gain time to get card plays, and we're going to gain time to get energy per turn. I have 5 time, which has to be wrong, I assume. Does anything actually target from one of my things? Go here. We're starting to run away. I want Gift of Constancy to Firebird, and I want... Added a Han, then push up to 2 to Han. No. Sorry, I thought I was doing something else. Oh, I was just going to remove a blight. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Hitachi! I have a favorite physical board game. It's either this or Frosthaven. We defend here. We kill you. We give you the Gift of Constancy, and we blur the Arc of Years to remove blight from this land. I can spend time to repeat. I was probably meant to do that, huh? Well, I didn't. Next, normal ravage. Each village does +1 damage. It doesn't matter here. Each beast destroys an explorer. There are no explorers in lands with beasts. Added a Han to a jungle or a wetland with the Han. On each board. Well, these Dahan are all gonna die. That one's empty. So I guess on this one we put them here. Down here. I guess we'll put some here, because this is dealt with. Blight, blight, death, death. We're losing this half of the island, and we're winning this half of the island, and that's kind of the big deal. Because we are playing against Brandenburg, Prussia. They just got a tier 3 card, so they're doing mountains and wetlands this time, which may be challenging, to be sure. We're going to bring back Gift of Constancy there. It's so hard for you to gain power cards, isn't it? These are maybe not very synergistic spirits, is what I'm learning. I think I'm ready to start going for major powers, though, already. So maybe first I do one more growth. I get 4 energy per turn, 3 card plays per turn, and then I'll have nothing in my hand, and next turn I reclaim all my cards and gain a major power card, and we see what the major power does. That makes sense to me. Sand Ravages, this is a problem, this is a problem. This I'm going to deal with Confounding Mists, and this one's already safe. The mountains and the wetlands next turn are another matter. They are going to be a lot to deal with. We need some way to, like, block for 3 in 8 different places. So anything I can do to, like, kill one enemy and stuff like that is going to really help. Getting another presence, maybe over here would be a good spot for some stuff. And then just playing on my cards looks good. And I guess I guess there isn't much reason not to play a Gift of Constancy, is there? Whew. Furiously Googling both board games. They are both very good. Rough that the bird doesn't get an 8, yeah. I didn't roll a firepower, so them's the beats. I can get up to 3 card plays per turn and play all of my cards. And then I guess next turn I would reclaim. Kinda feels wrong, though. I have so many bad major powers here. I mean, they're not like bad. This one's quite good. But I feel like they're not incredible. They all need fire. You also need fire. We need lots of fire. You know what gives lots of fire is Elemental Boon. Just kind of feels like I should be going for major powers already. Transform to a murderous darkness sounds like you're the bad guy. I might be the bad guy. At a beast in one of target spirits lands, if the spirit has a sacred site in that land, defend 4 in it. Yellow is the one I need lots of for instruments. So either of the ones with yellow on them make a lot of sense. At a Badlands, or if wilds and invaders are present, a fear and a damage. Guardian Serpents. Guardian Serpents feels like it has more of my elements, and also, like, it does something that's very okay. Yeah. Yeah, actually it's quite useful this turn. This is versus Prussia, yeah. And then we put another one into our other deck. I guess I'll put the other one with yellow and fire on it, even though I'll probably never actually take it. We want to play 3 cards this turn. I'm going to add a presence. Oh shit, I can destroy this village. And this can target myself? Okay. And what's in the discard here? Jungle. And Jungle's like doing okay-ish, except for all this shit. Oh, actually, it's not doing that well. It's doing fine down here, though. All this shit is a bit concerning. Let's put a sacred site here. Let's put... We'll gain a time. We'll gain a time. We will play Gift of Constancy. We will play Guardian Serpents. And we will play... The Past returns again. And I'm going to be turning this tier 2 card into the Jungle card. So we'll do Jungle again, which is a little bit iffy for these two, but it's going to be better than a tier 2 card, I think. The tier 2 cards are, you know, worse than the tier 1 cards. Did I get a passive? Target spirit may reclaim 1 power card from their discarded or played cards. Okay, cool. So I can reclaim Gift of Power or something else. That seems pretty good. And I can reuse that, so I can get like 2 cards back. I could get back Absolute Stasis, which is a way to deal with one of the really nasty things. Yeah, this seems okay. Next turn's going to be a bit rough. I think I am finished playing cards. And now we do something. We shatter homesteads, destroying this village. And we Guardian Serpents here. So now this is good. This is still a problem. This we Confounding Mists. Lightning's Boon doesn't do anything. Target spirit may use up to 2 slow powers as if they were fast. Have fun. We are going to use this, paying... Yeah, we're going to Gift to Constancy you. We're going to use this. It costs me 2 time, which means I have to... I see. I have to put stuff back. Sure. Like that or something, I don't know. And then we also have to pay 2 energy. I'm going to do that. Probably here? I think. I don't really know. Next turn I'm trying to play a major power. And then we're going to skip the flow of time, targeting ourselves. Click a card in our discard to reclaim it. I'm going to grab Gift of Power. And I'm going to do it again, which costs me a time. And I'm going to click a card in here to reclaim it again. And I'm going to grab Absolute Stasis. And I'm done. No more of this. Too much madness. Finish using powers. Alright. Event. If you have any earned fear cards, discard 2 of them now, otherwise lose 2 fear per player. Nice. Okay, well, we'll just never make a fear card, I guess. Add a beast to a land adjacent to a beast and destroy 1 Dahan in a land with a beast on each board. Fascinating. On this board, there are currently no Dahan in lands with beasts. So if I put a beast here, we don't kill any Dahan. On this board, there's a beast there only. There are no Dahan in there either, so we're not actually killing any Dahan with this. That's good. Now let's put a beast here. When invaders ravage the land has both Dahan and presence, defend for 5. Okay, well that's a bunch more defense, but doesn't really do anything in this exact situation. Oh my god. It's a lot of stuff coming. We can reclaim something here, but it doesn't really matter. I could pass her turns again. I could just do that every turn. Bringing back the Sands Guard is kind of OP. Oh, I want Gift of Constancy next turn so I can play whatever major power the Spirit plays twice, though. Okay. Reclaim cards, major power. Huge. Huge moment in the run. I think Power Storm is broken now. It has all of my elements, and maybe it does something, but I'm not sure what. Target may repeat up to 2 other power cards by paying their cost. The thing is, it doesn't currently do anything, but it has all of my elements, and it's broken. So I'm probably going to take it. My other options are 1 fear per village or city. This power destroys max of 4, 1 damage to each invader. We can't kick it. We're actually kind of close to being able to kick it, but we can't. 4 fear and skip all invader actions. And then we could kick it and get 4 more fear. 2 damage per blight for each blight and adjacent lands. 1 damage. Again, we can't kick it. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to take Power Storm. This turn, there's this handy little interface here. We are going to take 8 Blight. Which is quite a lot of Blight. So maybe if we worked out some way for that not to happen, that would be good. I think I can probably lose Raging Storm now. Yeah, I think we can lose Raging Storm now. I wonder if I can do it sideways right now. Pour time sideways. Move one of your presence to a different land with your presence. On the board moved from during the invader phase, resolve invader in each board. Each land actions 1 fewer time. On the board moved to during the invader phase, resolve invader and each board. Each land actions 1 more time. I'm wondering if I can grab this presence, put it here, and just kill the 4 territories, which are a problem on this board right now. I suspect that I can. Not certain, but seems likely. I'd do Power Storm. Confounding Mists. Oh, I only get 3 card plays. Shatter Homesteads. Confounding Mists doesn't rock my passive, though. And my passive feels important. Actually, it only operates at 1 range. Which means it kind of doesn't work. That's gross. So Shatter Homesteads would target here, which saves that. Confounding Mists would target here, which would save that. And then with Power Storm, I would be able to also Confounding Mists here, which would save that. And this kicked? No. I'm only actually getting 1 more play. I get the 3 energy back, which is really nice. Next turn I'm wanting to grab another major power. And then we try to play that major power twice in 1 turn. That's kind of cool. So the only thing that's a problem right now would be this. Shatter Homesteads here. Confounding Mists here. Confounding Mists here. So I need something that helps with this. Can you do that? Do you have, like, literally anything? Target land ceases to exist. Yes. I could do this and get it all done. With only 2 card plays? Alright. And I can play 3 cards per turn, so I can also give a minor power to you or Gift of Constancy you. Probably Gift of Constancy you. I'm still wondering if this is actually right. Oh, and by doing that, I also stop all the builds from happening on this land. Although this land is kind of messed up because they're the jungles already have blight on them, don't they? Okay. I have to decide which of these 2 I'm going for. If I was taking a card out of here, I might already be grabbing instruments. Add a strife, and each invader with strife deals damage to other invaders in the land. That combos with this person who can add strife. Oh, that would just be a much better way to deal with this turn, actually. Okay. So maybe we get Instruments of Their Own Ruin now from this. That is quite a better, much better. It's better. Look, it's just good. Okay. Just don't worry about it. Let's do this. Gain this. Lose. Guardian Serpents is probably not that strong. Or do I need the claw? I need the claw to kick instruments. I will lose Blur the Arc of Years, I guess. Move a presence. Not right now. I'm gonna need more time. Time and 2 energy. And the presence I'm moving is going to be like this to here, maybe. We're gonna Port Time Sideways. Oh, no. Undo. This to here. Just realized instruments, targets from a sacred site, so we need two in the same place. Then we're gonna 4 times sideways. And then I was thinking Gift of Constancy, but I could also go Gift of Power. Gift of Power gives... I mean, it gives a minor power instead of getting Power Storm back, which is kind of worse and doesn't give 2 energy. But it does proc this passive. Top card of Invader deck. Return it, then shuffle that deck's top 2 cards. Instead of returning and shuffling, you may put the card you looked at on the bottom of its deck. That's so weird. Oh, shit! I could have built for doing that on the tier 3 card. I don't know if I could have actually pulled it off, but if I had, we would have delayed the tier 3 card until the end of the game. Target spirit may reclaim 1 power card. Okay, so we can get Power Storm back that way. Okay, so we do Gift of Power. Neat, I think. Probably okay. Shatter Homesteads destroys that village, and this is now good. Confounding Mists. Oh, let's do this one actually. We put a Strife on the city. This is now good. Power Storm myself. I'm just noticing that I could like Power Storm this person, and it feels like it would be better, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. 4 times sideways, move 1 of your presents. 1, 2. Oh, I just had a really big sneeze. I've been so sneezy this winter. It's been so dry. Okay. I think like that, maybe. And we're going to move this to here. Okay, so this board is now not doing stuff, and this board is doing double stuff. Confounding Mists hits here. And that's done. And then Power Storm. So what I was thinking is actually, like, I can Power Storm for other instruments. But I don't think it's better. I could Power Storm for another Gift of Power. I think I have to Power Storm to deal with this. So Power Storm myself. And then Shatter Homesteads to kill that village. And now I have skipped the flow of time. Target spirit may reclaim 1 power card from the discarded or played cards. And I think what I do is I target Lightning to get Power Storm back. No, because I'm reclaiming anyway. I target myself. Target myself. What do I want to get back? Visions of a Shifting Future is slow phase. Can I play 4 cards in a turn? I can't play 4 cards in a turn. Gain 2 card plays this turn. Gain some. Oh, so next turn I can do this. Because I don't know. Claw. I would have to reclaim instruments and also Guardian Serpents. And then next turn I could gain Sun. Move a presence to here. And have this, instead of ravaging there, kill everything around it or something like that. Gain Sun, play Sun, play Sun. Play Sun and Claw. I don't have fire? Shit. Oh, but I have fire in my deck. My Frozen Eye deck. Oh my god, this character is fucking wild. so I want to reclaim this. Whoa, 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 I want to do it twice. Cost to use one time. You may use this power any number of times. Oh, but when I reclaim that, I stop having access to it because I lose the elements. Okay, so first I have to reclaim this. And then I can reclaim the other. Oh my god, that's so much. He's super scry. Complex spirits are not just harder to understand, but it takes much more time for them to figure out their turns. I feel like... Okay, I've had a slightly different experience with the complex spirits. I've found that it's harder to learn them, but once you have learned them, often there is something that they can do that is so strong that you can just easily simplify your turn down to try to do that thing. And it's actually not that hard. We have an event card. We can let the plants die and the land wither. For each board, discard the top minor power. If it lacks water, add a blight to a sands. And then villages, cities, and Dahan all have -1 health until the end of turn. Or we can ease the drought, which lets us add a presence to one of our lands with Dahan. Do we have lands with Dahan? You don't have a land with Dahan, so that's not very good for you. But you have a land with Dahan, and adding a presence would be fine, another card play per turn. And we're getting another minor power for you. Okay. So, acting to ease the drought is also aided by water. And we have 3 water in play right now. 1, 2, 3. So I would need to forget... or pay energy. I think my plan is going to be... forget Confounding Mists. It's kind of done its job. So we forget a card which gives us 4 energy toward paying this, and then we need 2 more. And probably we just get that by paying the energy. And that means that you can add another card to the board. We're going to go to 4 card plays for turn. Not card, sorry. Another presence. Each beast deals 2 damage and remove any tokens which destroy a village or city. Alright, kill that. What? Oh, it happens twice on this island. Oh, shit. Oh, that's wild. And it doesn't happen at all over here. Okay. Each player removes an explorer or village from a land with a disease. There aren't any diseases. Okay. So, do I have a favorite spirit? It might be Rockimbo or Snake. Snake Friend. The big snake that eventually wakes up. So they're exploring into sands and they're doing it twice, and we are escalating. When we escalate on each board with a village or city, add a village to a land without a village. Let's put a village in here. And of course we do it twice. Also a village in... I don't know. There, maybe. Okay. Have a card. Defend 2, and if there are no invaders present, gather up to 2 explorers is kind of fun. We probably have to take something with fire on it. 2 damage and push an explorer. This both seems like pretty good and also like an excellent thing to be able to do at fast speed, because usually it's a slow card, but in this case we could do it fast because we are Firebird. If I'm not wrong, isolating a land which is going to get another blight put in it stops it from cascading the blight. Is that right? That seems like it could be very useful here. Oh, because this land didn't explore, I don't have to worry about the sands here. They're already done. It's such a strong card. I am pretty sure that I want to take Rolling Bog and Snagging Thorn. It has Moon, which is good for me. It has Fire, which is good for me. Isolating doesn't stop Cascade. Okay, well, I'm gonna go for it anyway. That's too bad, but I want the Moon, etc. And the Fire. All right. This turn we have Ravage, 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 and I will note, all of those spots are kind of stacked. You know what I could do that would be incredible, though, is I could kick Instruments of Their Own Ruin here and have all the invaders in here kill all the invaders in there before this one goes. That would be kind of sweet. And I don't see why I can't do it. I'd have to play 3 cards. Is that why I can't do it? I don't have enough energy because I have to play 3 cards. Well, that's deeply upsetting. I have to use 2 time to get up to 3 card plays in a turn. Shit. Well, I can play it non-kicked again. Guess that's fine. Here we're reclaiming, I think. Is it true? Probably. Reclaiming and looking at another major power. Unrelenting Growth is a fun one. Is it any good here? Might be a bit late. These all feel kind of like they don't do much, though. I think I'm going to take Unrelenting Growth. It is a bit late for it, for sure. It doesn't do enough. The thing is, nothing else feels like it does anything. Volcanic Eruption. Can I kick this? No. Can I kick this? Almost. We have cities to deal with now, though. Let me, like, do some other stuff and come back to that. maybe thinking on it some more will give me better thoughts on it. Maybe just sweep into the sea and use it here to deal with this thing this turn. That feels like it would be like enough justification for taking the card. I think I'm just gaining a power card and ending presence. Oh, but then I can't get to 3 energy for this turn at all. Okay, so actually I need to click on this one. Which is going to give me 2 card plays with enough for instruments. Not sure if right, to be honest. Sear Anger into the Wild Lands. Add a Badlands. Yellow, orange. Hey Eric, how are you? Doesn't proc anything. Like literally nothing works. Okay, cool. You know what's kind of a cool play this turn is power storming you so that you can play Gift of Constancy again. Huh. And the 3 energy doesn't feel like it is going amiss either. We are going to deal with this thing. That thing's dealt with. Everything else is still a problem though. I'm playing both spirits, yeah. So if I'm power storming, I actually like can't play any of these anyway. I could like skip. I don't love it though. Take sleep and never watch. I will lose. King's Boon. It sure is a 1-cost card that has both of my elements. The game has so many spirits to play as, yeah. One of the coolest things about it. So many different combos and stuff. Alright, that's a whole lot of cards. That's enough for double strife. It sure does do something. Let's find out what it is. we'll just find out together. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Here we put a strife there. And the city hits its invader friends. Gift of Constancy. I'm pretty sure is for you. I'm demoing an upcoming DLC or update that includes more. This is already out. This is already out. It is the most recent patch. So that should be done. And then we have all these cards. So my thought was... both of these have to target the same place. Harbingers... I think we make them both target here, and that's okay. It's a lot of fear generation, actually. Gosh, that is a huge amount of fear generation. So this is now good. And I still have all the other shit, too. I think this is just going to explode, and that's okay. We lose one of the fights. We destroy a village here. We... bring... is it even worth it to bring Dahan in there? Maybe instead I save this Dahan and kill another thing there. That seems better. We block. We Power Storm ourselves, which lets us block again. For the rest of this turn, don't generate fear for destroying villages and cities. Well, that's rude. I don't know how I feel about that. On each board in the land with the most combined invaders and Dahan, add a disease and deal 2 damage to Dahan. That's also rude. The fuck? Ow. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan among all its lands, gains an energy. So that's, again, only the Lightning Bird and not the Time Lord. Alright, we got a fear card, though. Each player removes an explorer from a land with a beast in it. Either an explorer or a village. I think completely clearing regions out is pretty good. So maybe this one. And then perhaps... I'll probably go for the coast. The coast is a little bit more dangerous than inland right now. Oh, they went to jungle again. Oh my. Huh. If I can get this under control, though, like, they're going to jungle now, and then they're going to discard this, right? Which means I could trade the next card with another jungle one. Sorry, where's the invader deck? Oh, the next card's tier 3, though, so it would have to be traded with a tier 2 card, actually. Guess I can't do that. I was just thinking I could, like, keep sending them to the jungle over and over again. Because I've already shown a Sands card, it feels relatively safe to, like, put a village there. And I think we can just put this village back here again. It's fine, too. Too bad that my Dahan got killed by this disease, or I would have cleared out this region. Add a Badlands to a region. So Badlands make it so any instance of damage that is dealt by cards deals an additional damage. Wait, did I just put a village there? But that's going to Ravage next turn. I have some questions about my choice. It doesn't... feel like the right play. Whoops. How far can I undo? Oh, I can undo that. Okay. Let's instead put a village. Here. Alright, so we're adding a Badlands somewhere. I don't actually have a ton of cards which deal damage in this way. Any instance of damage done to invaders or to Hun is amplified by Badlands, not just by cards. Really? Oh. Oh. Reference. There sure are a lot of things here. And one of them, Badlands. A token that increases damage one time in action. Damages invaders or to Han. An action. If an action damages... I don't know what an action is. But whatever that means is how it works. I have a thing which removes tokens in here. I have Pent-Up Calamity. Or remove any number of things. For each token removed, 1 fear and 3 damage. It can't remove Badlands. Interesting. I kick it? Feels like I must be close to having 3 fire and 2 moon. Okay, let's get working on clearing out, like, this zone, maybe? We're gonna want to clear that zone out somehow. Well, let's reclaim something. We probably reclaim Power Storm because it's broken. You get to reclaim something. You probably reclaim Instruments because it's broken. Gift of Constancy because it's broken. I don't know, everything's broken. Let's go Gift to keep things rolling. So this turn we have a turn of, like, not the most threat. These are empty to begin with. And these I can deal with using Sleep and Never Waken. I could also deal with them by pouring time sideways. Actually. If I poured time sideways, we'd get a lot of builds over there. Later skip all actions and target land twice. I mean, that's pretty good. And it makes some fear. What's up, FF? Add a presence, gain 3 energy, add 2 presence. Reclaim cards? What do I do if I reclaim cards? I look for another power card? Another major power card. Another major... Let's go another major power card. We'll find something. Talons of Lightning can only target mountains or wetlands. But it's kickable, yeah? It's not only kickable, it's kickable twice. I don't usually take Talons because it's very expensive. But I can absolutely kick that card and play it twice. I can also kick Pillar of Living Flame and play it twice. Both of these look kind of good. They both also make a bunch of fear. I think it's a Pillar of Living Flame angle. And that seems like a thing worth playing. That's pretty nice. I haven't gotten to use Pillar of Living Flame very much. It doesn't work very well against jungles and wetlands, is the problem. You're looking for more uploads of me playing Minecraft? I'm not sure if there are more. There may be older ones on many Jorbs. That would be the place to look. I didn't even think about Cast Down. This is one of the most obscene cards in the game. Destroy the board containing target land and everything on that board. I don't think I can kick it, though. I think I'm too far away from kicking it, unfortunately. But yeah, that is a very, very, very silly card. Okay, let's go Pillar of Living Flame. This is fun. I haven't gotten to do a big Pillar of Living Flame thing before. I don't need Sleep and Never Waken anymore. This will never happen. Pillar of Living Flame, Power Storm, and then 2 reds to kick it. It's good at killing sands and mountains. Black Death. What if you destroy all the boards? Do you win? I think it gives you a victory question mark if you do that, which is very funny. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that counts as a victory question mark. None of the old Minecraft content made it to YouTube. It sounds like I need to make more Minecraft content. Okay, so we've successfully gotten Firebird to a point where it's going off. This was the dream, and we are realizing that dream. Now we have to work out, like, we can support with Gift of Constancy, I guess. What else are we even doing over here? Like, what are you doing with your life? I don't even know. You saved the island by submerging all of it. Yeah, exactly. It's on Twitch, though. Oh. Well, there you go. Apparently it's on Twitch. Time for a major power? Probably. Wrap in Wings of Sunlight. That's a fun card. Move up to 5 Dahan to any target land. If you moved at least 1 Dahan, defend 5 in that land. Do you like airdrop a bunch of Dahan to kill things? Target land with Blight. Add 2 Badlands. Gather up to 2 beasts. 1 damage per. Blight beast thing. All of a sudden we're getting a bunch of Badlands going over here. Bloodrack Plague is a very strong card. This targets from a mountain. None of these are quite doing it for me, to be honest. What's my... I need moons? No, none of those are moons. Feels like Bloodrack Plague right here next turn could be pretty good. Well, it's only 2 defend, though. I sure don't have any villagers in my land. Let's go wrap. Wrap in Wings of Sunlight. I feel like that's a thing which can do something. Then we put a thing in Days That Never Were. Let's do that one. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get it. Gift of Constancy. I could make a land not exist. I guess I'll do that next turn to deal with one of the jungles that's going to be iffy. But yeah, for the most part, I'm doing absolutely nothing here. It's I don't know. Is it good? Doesn't feel very good. Can play more power cards. I sure can. Alright. Pillar of Living Flame. Boom. Was that good? Power Storm. I could play Power Storm again. Genius. Did I not kick this? Damn. I think we just send this to the Shadow Realm as well. All of a sudden I'm making a lot of fear cards. So our win condition is to show this card, or now that we're in Fear Phase 2, because we just flipped over the 2 card, we can destroy all of the cities and villages. Once we reach Fear Phase 3 here, we can destroy all the cities. So we're working toward destroying all the cities, is almost certainly where we will win if we do. There's a Ravage in the sands, but everything's dead. I think out of all the places I can destroy a village, the one I most like is here? Probably? Let's do some harbinging. You can have Gift of Constancy. What is Blur? I don't even know what that is. It's one of the ones I got rid of. Okay, I understand what we're saying. I can make somebody bad at attacking next turn. Maybe you all? The fear generation is incredible here. 3 fear cards that fast. Wow. When ravaging, invaders do +3 damage in lands with 3 or more invaders. There are no invaders ravaging. They are all dead. On each board, choose a land with disease. In that land, 2 damage to invaders and 2 damage to Dahan. That disease has killed 2 Dahan so far. Just quietly. 1 fear per land with invaders, where Dahan outnumber villages and cities. Okay, we have 3 fear cards. Each player chooses a different land and each gather up to 2 Dahan, 1 damage if Dahan are present. I have Badlands somewhere here. Gather up to 2 Dahan, 1 damage if Dahan are present. Can I stop a jungle build? This one's not building anyway. I guess we gather 2 here. And deal 2 damage because we have Badlands. We have to choose different lands, so we could also get this ready to fight. And deal 1 damage to that, and now there will just be a village alive next turn. Skip the next normal build to build cards remain in place instead of shifting left. Okay. Cool. So now instead of building this turn and then ravaging jungles next turn, they will build jungles next turn and then ravage them 2 turns from now. Each player may push up to 3 explorers or villages from an inland land. I kind of want to push stuff into here. Oh, what I should do is I should make a big thing to Pillar of Living Flame, actually. So what's like the most I can collect all the enemies? I could push these ones into here. And also... Oh, it has to be an inland land. Whoops. So I would push these ones into here. And these ones into here. And we're like... The idea is we are collecting stuff together to blow it all up at the same time. They are exploring sands and mountains. I don't know. Going to the sands didn't work very well for you last time, friends. We have Harbingers of Lightning. Push up to 2 Dahan. We have to get ready for fights somewhere, but it's like kind of everywhere. It's a little confusing. Also, the game's almost over. We don't have that much longer. But if I get 3 fear cards per turn, I should be okay. Unfortunately, I don't think I actually get 3 fear cards per turn. I don't think I get to kick Pillar of Living Flame every turn. I think that's an every other turn kind of thing. Doing it next turn will be great, though. Or not next turn, turn after next. Let's push these into here. Should be okay. Our recommendations allowed. I'm mostly just gonna do whatever the hell I want. I'll be honest with you. So I want to build up... I want to build up for a big Pillar of Living Flame turn at 2 turns from now, which means next turn I want to, like, kind of stack up energy. Not do that much stuff. And then the turn after that I'll reclaim. So, like, next turn, can I isolate? I could isolate here and here to, like, stop things from being able to explore into wetlands, assuming that this is wetlands. They're gonna build a ton of stuff, and then they're going to kill me. That's rude. It does feel like getting my passive going every turn's good. I could try to just get my passive to proc again. I definitely can proc my passive again next turn. Close am I to... I'm so close to being able to play enough for my 3rd tier passive as well. You would think if things were attacking the sands, mountains, and jungles at the same time, there might be a centralized place that I could kick in instruments of their own ruin from, which would, like, successfully kill a lot of enemies. But I'm just not actually seeing one. I do only have to worry about one of the boards, though, because I can pour time sideways. So probably I'm going to pour time sideways to, like, just have this board not do anything, and then I'm just focusing on this board. Sands, mountains, jungles. It's only 6 places. That feels very doable. But how? Let's take Power Storm. Power Storm's kind of broken. I like the idea of adding a presence, gaining 3 energy, getting up to 5 card plays, and then just not actually doing very much this turn, and then next turn I have, like, infinite stuff. Is there anything in here that's really good? There's Pent-Up Calamity. Target spirit chooses one of their sacred sites. Replace all their presence with Badlands. Pushing another of those Badlands. 3 fear, 3 damage per thing replaced. Costs so much. Can I kick it? Don't think so. Badlands. I need something that, like... Oh. Oh no, I didn't take Bloodrack Plague. Bloodrack Plague would be so good here. It would, like, single-handedly block in all of the regions by itself. Oh, that would have been good to have. Alright, well, rest in peace. Hey, Thompson, there sure is. I recommend it. It's very good. Excellently done. I just take, like, Visions of Fiery Doom and, I don't know, push this into here or something. It is uninspiring, but would be fine. Next turn I'm reclaiming, I want to say... I'm not sure you ever actually want to click this button. Maybe instead I want to get the yellows and moons this turn. Which means I need another moon card. Or I need to click on this one. Let's just click on this one. I found some sort of line. Let's take another... I can play 3 cards this turn. This one. This one. I want a minor power. It's fine. Target spirit provides defend 2 in each of its lands. Destroy an explorer and a Dahan. Get rid of this. It's mostly about the elements here, I guess. Gather or push an explorer and isolate the land. That might be the best way to do it. We push this out and isolate it to stop an explorer from somebody else. I'm going to end up isolating 3 things here. It's weird how I'm, like, not doing anything. It kind of feels like I should do anything. But that's not what I'm doing. Very strange. I got either 3 moons or 3 yellows. Maybe we just go... Three moons? You get this? I don't know. That's good. What is this? Target spirit may play a power card by paying its cost. We play all the little things. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna put that because it's yellow in the other place. Add a presence to somewhere with the Han, maybe? For next turn, right? Seems good. Gain some time. Oh no, actually can't gain more time. Oh, I remove things from the board. Fascinating. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, I removed that from the board. Don't ask. Gift of Constancy. Sorry, was I doing something else? I was doing that. And the other stuff kind of doesn't do much. Until the end of the slow phase, something stops existing. That'll stop a build somewhere in a relevant way. Okay. Down here. Who knows what's really happening? Am I reclaiming? Am I maybe doing this? Yes. Do this, get up to 5 card plays, put a thing in here, I think is okay. Click on this button, click on this button. Okay. I have to, like, watch out because we are kind of running out of time. This is not an incredible turn. There are still quite a few cities on this island, so the no cities left win condition isn't that easy for me at the moment. Stopping cities from getting built this turn would be really nice. There are no fear cards this time. Let's isolate this. I don't really need to Power Storm for another isolate. I could do this. Wait, that kills? Oh shit. Neat. With the flow of time, lets me reclaim this. In order to play this next turn, I need one more yellow. I'll get Gift of Constancy back. We want to make... Oh my god, it's so fucking confusing. I have 11 energy next turn. Is that enough? I count 12. So I think I just Power Storm myself. Make that isolated 2. Gift of Constancy goes to... I guess Gift of Constancy gives energy. Hold on. Undo. Power Storm you. Nope. No. Power Storm you. Gift of Constancy you. Gift of Constancy you again. Gift of Constancy me. Shit, I don't know what's happening. Reclaim. 4 times sideways I need next turn. Absolute Stasis is going to make... Can I prevent a city build, actually? Like, just prevent this city from building at all? That might be the best thing to do. I'm not doing this anymore. I think I'm done. I think that's fine. In each land with at least 2 explorers, push an explorer to an adjacent land without invaders. Okay. Push a beast to an adjacent land with no blight, and it deals 1 damage there. Oh, so we can just go kill the things I've just pushed to those places. Cool. Push this beast to here. Push this beast to here. During Ravage in every land, there's no Ravage. Invaders build sands, mountains, then jungle. And they're going jungle wetlands. I isolated one of the wetlands. Also worth noting, because they're ravaging in the jungle before they build in it, if I can like kill all their stuff in one of the jungles, it's much less of a deal. Okay, supposedly I grow in power. I'm going to reclaim cards again. I'm going to gain a power card. Is there a reason for it not to be major? I don't see one. Any of these say fire on them? I'd kick Irresistible Call. I think I can kick Irresistible Call. I have 15 energy. One, two, three. Oh, I'm 1 energy short. Did I get my energy yet? When I click on this, I get an energy. I don't know if I got it yet or not. I think I did already. Irresistible Call sure seems like it would combo nicely with Pillar of Living Flame, is my thought. There are other options though. Can I kick Accelerated Rot? I can almost do that. Reach Blight in or adjacent to target land, add a Badlands. Disease or Strife, max 3 of each. How many Blights are there actually here? 2. Is there any Blight on the island? Not really. Remove an invader and an explorer or village, and any 2 lands with 4 or more invaders, remove an invader. Oh shit! Oh, I found it. Okay. So I want to kick this. I cannot currently kick it. But this is a way to just get rid of all the cities on the board at the same time, kind of. Unless I don't want that. I kind of just want this. Actually. It's just kind of fine. Oh my god. There's slightly too many options. It's possible these are just bad. And I just don't actually want any of them. I can just play my current turn. It's pretty good. It might be better than anything that this gives me. If I'm losing something, I lose the 3rd thing on this, so I'm also losing 3 fear into strife. But I am gaining... Wait, can I kick Power Storm? That's the thing to do. How do I kick Power Storm? I get another yellow. Accelerated Rot lets me kick Power Storm. Okay. I can still kick Living Flame, it's only 4. So, I guess I don't care about this anymore, unless I do. Maybe I don't care about this. I kind of want 3 air. I need 3 air. So I guess I have to lose this, actually. And then my turn is this. This is kicked. This is kicked. This is not kicked, but can be fast speed. Power Storm is getting kicked, but it's not actually doing it that much because I don't have energy. Like I'm just going to double play Pillar of Living Flame. John Paul, how are you? Am I? Confused. Confused, but pretty good. I think I might stop this from moving and let this move. Because that way my Pillar of Living Flame gets to target this, which makes more sense than the other thing I was going to do. I get to kill all of this with its Ravage. So this is good, this is good. Well, this would be good, this would be good. I have Shatter Homesteads to deal with that. That would be fine. So the issues are this and this. But surely you can deal with that shit. Isn't there also, there's also kicked instruments? If invaders ravage and target land, they damage invaders in adjacent lands instead of Dahan. I don't have any good centralized square to do that from. Okay, what about here? Here, and they go twice, so they kill all of that, and they kill like all of that. Alright, I think we're not doing this. We're gonna 4 times sideways to get out of there. So what do I do here? I don't know. It's impossible to say. Nobody knows. I think I need 2 extra card plays this turn. I think that's what I do. Oh, I get that twice. Oh, fascinating. Okay. And then 1 more major power for the road. I have ended up with a lot of mountains. Do I have... Nope. Can I kick any of these? I don't see it. I don't see any of these kicking. Are any of them cheap enough to feel easy to play? 2 fear in both origin land and target land, 1 damage to each invader. You know, that's not a bad thing to play twice, is it? That's a very good thing to play twice. My brain's kind of breaking, but I think I can kick it as well. I have 2 blue, I have 2 red, and I have 3 purple. Two fear in both origin land and target land, 1 damage to each invader. If you have a bunch of things, +1 fear. This power has 1 more range. In a land adjacent to both origin and target, 1 damage to each invader. Unless where you did damage, destroy a village. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong here, but this seems like a ludicrous card to play twice. Like, that single-handedly wipes out all of that zone? And land adjacent to both origin and target. 1 damage to each invader. So we hit 3 lands. Twice. Each. I think this will work somehow. I'm looking forward to finding out how. I'm not sure yet. But we play this, we play this, we play this. That's kicked. Oh my god. I feel like the only thing I don't have dealt with is here, maybe. Sure feels like I can deal with that somehow, though. Okay, cool. Finish playing cards. I can play more? Oh my god! This has to stop. This is too much. What's that? Target spirit may play a power card by paying its cost. Oh, and then I can play another one. No, I'm good. Oh, wait. I can't play it at fast speed. Twitch chat, I goofed. I mean, I can undo everything and do something else instead. I think probably it's okay, though. Probably we can just run like this somehow. We go nothing happens on this island, double things happen on this island. On the board moved from, things happen less. So... things are happening less down here. Things are happening more up here. I want to Pillar of Living Flame that. I want to... let's see. Oh, there's still a village there. Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure instruments here is gonna be good somehow. I can't double pillar, I don't have enough energy. But I can do this now. And I can do that. And I can do... this. Okay, at this point, having no cities on the board wins me the game. Worth noting. This is good. Yeah, there's only one explorer. So this is a problem which I haven't dealt with. This is good, this is good, this is a problem. This is a problem. Got a lot of stuff I didn't deal with yet, isn't it? Wild. Wild how if you don't actually play the card before the invaders do stuff, the invaders get to do stuff. Power Storm's kicked. Oh shit. Okay, I didn't realize that. So I guess we need to go back a bit. And I need to use instruments. Deal with somewhere else. Because we're gonna accelerate a rot here. Then we're gonna power storm. Gift of constancy. Accelerated rot here. Shatter homesteads here. I don't know what to do with instruments. Feels like it doesn't do anything this turn, actually. Our homestead's here. I'm sorry, what happened to this? And play another thing. So that's exploding, this is exploding. This is good. Instruments is just absolutely terrible here. Alright, I'm going to put this here, actually, and kill the city. I don't know. Let's get back this. And we have 3 tier 3 fear cards, and it should be enough. Villages and cities have +1 fear. Every beast destroys an explorer on each board. Each board with a Dahan, add another one. Each player may choose a land with Dahan or adjacent to Dahan. Invaders do not ravage there this turn. That one and that one. Alright. We no longer have to worry. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, and each 2 damage per Dahan there. Here? How many cities are left? 1? This is going to ravage and die. There's 1 city left. Damn! Okay. This board doesn't matter very much because everything's skipping turn. But I guess we can do this and get another fear card. Each land with a village or a city, destroy all explorers, destroy a village per city. In each land with villages or cities, destroy all explorers and destroy a village per city. Each player removes an explorer or village from land with presence, or removes a city from land with a sacred site. There, maybe here. Jungles and wetlands are the only places that are building. Yeah, these are building twice, though. This board's skipping entirely. This there is fine. Okay, that should win me the game. It should win me the game a couple of different ways. One, I just need to get 2 more fear cards to show the victory screen, but also, I just need to kill this city. And I can do that in fast phase before they go, I assume. Can I? I hope so. On a target here, from here. Kill all of those. Kill that. Kill that. Okay, I need 8 here, and the game is over. I need 4 fear and the game is over. I need 3 fear and the game is over. I don't care. Reclaim Pillar of Living Flame. Looks decent. Imagine if I, like, didn't win here somehow. So it's very, very close. This is like the last turn. The game ends up being really nicely balanced so that it always ends up close somehow. But Pillar of Living Flame applies 3 fear, and with my passive, if I play this card as well, I can play it at fast speed. And I can also, on top of that, use it to destroy the only city. So I win 2 ways at the same time. GG! That was sweet. I think Brandenburg Prussia is a really nice one to play against because it feels close without you feeling overwhelmed. Like, the invaders didn't really do anything. It's like, it feels like playing solitaire, which is weird to say about a solitaire game, but like, a lot of the times the invaders have something that they do that actually feels kind of like they are interacting back with you. And Brandenburg Prussia just tries to make lots of villages and get to the end of the exploration deck quickly. Anyway, that was really fun. This has been sponsored content. This is Spirit Island. You can check it out using my link, !Spirit Island. I highly recommend this game. This is one of my favorite strategy board games. One of my favorite board games in general. One of my favorite strategy games in general. Oh, also you have less to track. Yes, that is also really nice for playing the physical game, and I think for playing the online game, because there are other adversaries. I'll just show you real quick. Some of the other adversaries are kind of wild in the sorts of things that they do. So England, for example, if seven or more villages or cities are ever in a single land, the invaders win. And building boom on each board with a village or a city, build in the land with the most villages or cities. But they also have like all this other stuff. Invader build actions affect lands without invaders if they're adjacent to at least 2 villages or cities before the build action. There's a high immigration tile on the invader board to the left of Ravage, which basically makes it so they build twice. Like France is kind of wild. There's a limit of 7 villages per starting board. Invaders win if you ever cannot place a village. So they have a like very threatening alternate win condition, which interacts with some of the events will like make a bunch more villages, and then you just kind of die. Pretty rough. After exploring on each board, pick a land of the shown terrain. If it has a village or a city, add a blight. Otherwise, add a village. They also have a card which is good for you, which is kind of weird. On like turn 4, I believe, you get this card which adds a strife to a village. And then invaders with strife take 1 damage per Dahan present, so you can like set up to have Dahan ready to do a slave uprising. France is really cool. Anyway, this game's awesome. I hope you have enjoyed the stream today. I am going to go. It's 1 AM. I should probably have dinner. I will see you tomorrow, I assume. I also might see you in like an hour to play Diablo 2 all night, because that's what I've been up to lately. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show today, and I will see you next time. You check out the YouTube if you're not watching this on YouTube. That's where this video will go up. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the link below the video to get a link to Spirit Island. I've been uploading a bunch of Brotato stuff to YouTube recently, so if you have been enjoying the Brotato stuff and want to see it there, it'll be there.